KHAB 17, HSE Global Safety Leader Professional Training Academy. Module 8, HSE Leadership, Site Coordination and Career Preparation. Section 5, Career Readiness for HSE Roles. Learning Objective. By the end of this section, learners should be able to prepare professional HSE CVs, perform effectively in HSE interviews, understand workplace expectations, manage shift work responsibilities, maintain professional documentation standards, and plan long-term career development aligned with NEBOSH, IOSH, and ISO 45001 professional practices. Career readiness for HSE roles. Many learners complete safety courses, expecting certificates alone to secure employment. Unfortunately, this is not how the industry works. Certificates create opportunities. Competence creates careers. Employers are looking for individuals who can apply knowledge in real workplace situations. As an HSE assistant, safety supervisor, or junior HSE officer, you'll be expected to conduct inspections, participate in investigations, lead toolbox talks, support emergency drills, coordinate permits, communicate with workers, maintain documentation, support management decisions. These responsibilities require more than technical knowledge. They require professionalism. This section focuses on preparing you for real employment conditions within construction, oil and gas, petrochemical, manufacturing, and industrial projects. Remember this important principle. Employers do not hire certificates. Employers hire people who can solve problems safely. Part 5A, Professional HSE CV Writing. Your CV is often your first interview. Before employers meet you, they evaluate your CV. A poorly structured CV may prevent opportunities, regardless of qualifications. A professional HSE CV should be clear, factual, and achievement-focused. Essential CV structure. Professional HSE CVs should include personal information, professional summary, qualifications, certifications, work experience, key competencies, projects, training, references. Information should appear in a logical order. Employers should quickly identify your qualifications and suitability. Professional summary. The professional summary should immediately communicate your value. Example: I am a safety professional with training in NEBOSH International General Certificate, IOSH Managing Safely, Risk Assessment, Permit to Work Systems, Inspections, and Incident Reporting. Experience in supporting safe operations within construction and industrial environments. The summary should be concise and relevant. Achievements versus duties. Many applicants list duties only. Professional CVs emphasize achievements. Weak example: conducted inspections. Strong example: conducted weekly workplace inspections that identified and corrected over 40 unsafe conditions. Notice the difference. The second statement demonstrates impact. Applicant tracking systems, ATS. Many employers use applicant tracking systems. These systems search for keywords. Examples include risk assessment, HIRA, JSA, permit to work, incident investigation, ISO 45001, NEBOSH, IOSH, toolbox talk, inspection, audit. Include relevant terminology naturally. Do not keyword stuff your CV. Placement of NEBOSH and IOSH qualifications. Professional certifications should appear prominently. Many recruiters search specifically for NEBOSH IGC, IOSH Managing Safely, First Aid, Fire Safety, Risk Assessment Training, Confined Space Training, Working at Height Training. Present certifications clearly and accurately. Real site example: 2 candidates applied for the same HSE assistant position. Both possessed similar qualifications. The selected candidate clearly demonstrated practical involvement in inspections, inductions, and permit monitoring. Presentation influenced employability. Common mistake: creating lengthy CVs filled with generic statements. Employers value relevance more than volume. Interview preparation. Interviews evaluate more than knowledge. Interviewers assess communication, confidence, professionalism, problem-solving ability, safety mindset, behavior under pressure. One of the most effective interview techniques is the STAR method. STAR method. STAR stands for situation, Task, action, result. This structure helps candidates answer behavioral questions effectively. Example, question, describe a time you improved safety performance. Response, situation, housekeeping standards were poor in a laydown area. Task, improve compliance. Action, conducted inspections, toolbox talks, and assigned corrective actions. Result, housekeeping scores improved significantly, and trip hazards decreased. This structure provides evidence rather than opinions. Common interview topics. Expect questions relating to hazard identification, risk assessment, permit systems, incident reporting, toolbox talks, emergency response, leadership, communication, professional ethics. Preparation improves confidence. Real site example. A candidate confidently explained how he would respond to a dropped object near miss. The structure response demonstrated practical understanding and significantly improved interview performance. Common mistake. Memorizing answers without understanding concepts. Interviewers often ask follow-up questions. Understanding is more important than memorization. Understanding site expectations. Many new HSE professionals underestimate workplace realities. Industrial projects can be demanding. Working conditions may include remote locations, long shifts, extreme temperatures, night work, accommodation camps, travel requirements, tight schedules. Understanding expectations reduces adjustment difficulties. 12-hour shifts. 12-hour shifts are common across major projects. Responsibilities continue throughout the shift. Safety performance must remain consistent from start to finish. Fatigue management becomes critical. Camp life. Remote projects often require workers to live in accommodation camps. Camp life requires discipline, professional conduct, adaptability, respect for shared environments. Maintaining positive habits contributes to long-term performance. Real site example. A newly hired HSE assistant struggled during his first remote assignment because he underestimated shift demands. After developing structured routines, performance improved significantly. Common mistake. Assuming site life resembles classroom learning. Industrial environments require adaptability. Shift work and fatigue management. Fatigue represents a significant workplace hazard. Research consistently demonstrates that fatigue affects attention, decision-making, reaction time, communication, situational awareness. Many major incidents involve fatigue-related factors. Circadian rhythm. The body naturally follows a circadian rhythm. Night work can disrupt this rhythm. Consequences may include reduced alertness, poor concentration, sleep difficulties, slower reactions. Professional workers manage fatigue proactively. Fatigue control measures. Examples include adequate sleep, hydration, proper nutrition, rest breaks, shift handovers, workload management, reporting fatigue concerns. Fatigue management protects both individuals and teams. Real site example. A fatigued operator overlooked critical process information during a night shift. The error was identified during supervision before escalation occurred. The incident reinforced fatigue awareness training. Common mistake. Treating fatigue as a personal weakness. Fatigue is a recognized workplace hazard. Documentation discipline. Many successful HSE professionals distinguish themselves through documentation quality. Documentation creates evidence. If work is not documented, organizations may struggle to demonstrate compliance. Common documentation responsibilities. Examples include daily reports, inspection records, training records, toolbox talk attendance sheets, near-miss reports, permit audits, corrective action logs, investigation reports. Professional documentation should be accurate, objective, complete, timely, legible. Why documentation matters. Documentation supports compliance, trend analysis, incident prevention, legal defense, management decisions, continuous improvement. Good documentation builds trust. Poor documentation creates uncertainty. Real site example. Inspection records identified recurring scaffold deficiencies across multiple projects. Trend analysis resulted in improved training and reduced findings. Documentation enabled improvement. Common mistake: completing reports after significant delays. Information becomes less reliable over time. Continuous professional development. Professional development does not end after obtaining a certificate. Successful HSE professionals continuously improve. Industries evolve. Standards change. Technology advances. Learning must continue. CPD. CPD means continuing professional development. Examples include additional training, professional memberships, workshops, seminars, conferences, technical reading, professional networking. CPD demonstrates commitment to growth. NEBOSH development pathway. Many professionals progress through NEBOSH IGC, NEBOSH International Diploma, specialized certifications, professional memberships, leadership programs. Each step expands competence and career opportunities. IOSH membership pathways. IOSH membership grades provide professional recognition. Progression often includes affiliate membership, technical membership, certified membership, chartered membership. Membership demonstrates professional commitment. Real site example: a safety supervisor completed additional auditing and incident investigation training. The additional competence contributed promotion into a senior HSE role. Common mistake: believing qualifications alone guarantee long-term success. Continuous learning remains essential. Practical activity. Professional HSE CV template. Professional summary. Dedicated health, safety, and environmental professional trained in NEBOSH International General Certificate. IOSH managing safely, risk assessment, permit to work systems, incident reporting, inspections, and emergency preparedness. Committed to supporting safe workplace operations and continuous improvement initiatives. Key skills: risk assessment, HIRA, JSA, toolbox talks, permit to work, incident investigation, inspections, emergency response, safety inductions, ISO 45001 awareness, experience, company name, position, dates, responsibilities and achievements, education, qualification, institution, year, certifications, NEBOSH IGC, IOSH managing safely, first aid, fire safety, additional certifications, 10 mock interview questions and answers. Question 1. What is the difference between a hazard and a risk? Answer: a hazard is something with the potential to cause harm. Risk is the likelihood and severity of that harm occurring. Question 2. What would you do if you observed an unsafe act? Answer: stop the activity if necessary, assess the situation, communicate professionally, and ensure corrective actions are implemented. Question 3. What is a toolbox talk? Answer: a short pre-task safety discussion designed to communicate hazards and controls before work begins. Question 4. What is a permit to work system? Answer: a formal authorization process controlling high-risk activities. Question 5. Why is PPE considered the last line of defense? Answer: because it protects the worker rather than eliminating the hazard itself. Question 6. What is a near miss? Answer: an event that could have caused injury or damage but did not. Question 7. What does HIRA mean? Answer: hazard identification and risk assessment. Question 8. How would you conduct a site induction? Answer: explain hazards, emergency procedures, PPE requirements, site rules, reporting procedures, and verify understanding. Question 9. How do you manage conflict with workers? Answer: remain professional, communicate respectfully, focus on behavior and safety requirements. Question 10. Why do you want to work in HSE? Answer: because protecting people, improving workplaces, and preventing incidents provides meaningful professional value. LinkedIn about example: aspiring health, safety, and environmental professional with training in NEBOSH International General Certificate, IOSH managing safely, workplace risk assessment, incident reporting, permit to work systems, and emergency preparedness. Passionate about promoting safe work environments through leadership, communication, and continuous improvement. Seeking opportunities to contribute to construction, oil and gas, petrochemical, and industrial projects, while continuing professional development within international HSE standards. Quick quiz. Question 1. Why should achievements be included in a CV? Answer. Achievements demonstrate impact and practical contribution. Explanation. Employers want evidence of performance rather than lists of duties alone. Question 2. Why is documentation important in HSE? Answer. Documentation provides evidence of compliance and supports improvement. Explanation. Accurate records strengthen accountability and decision-making. Question 3. Why is continuous learning important? Answer. Standards, technology, and workplace risks evolve over time. Explanation. Professional development maintains competence and employability. Trainer note. This section should be practical and motivational. Encourage learners to update their CV immediately after completing training. Conduct mock interviews where possible. Emphasize that professional behavior, communication skills, and continuous improvement often influence career success more than certificates alone. End of Section 5. Next, employability note plus final closing.